Now, you might have been expecting this, but back in August, you were very bullish. Take a quick listen to what you had to say then.
The moon is the bear case for crypto. We're going to other dimensions with Bitcoin. So I think people just need to hold on. We're still early days. We're still early in the cycle. I think we could see $100,000 plus a coin late this year, early next year.
Okay, so we're not even close to 100,000, and now we're at the end of the year, let alone the moon.
We got a few days left. We'll see.
Okay, but were you wrong there? Do you still think that's going to happen?
It's hard to know. My price predictions for Bitcoin, going back to 2011, I thought we would all be in flying saucers and, paying for our coffees in Bitcoin. So, it's hard to know where it goes, but you look at the long-term trend line of Bitcoin and it's just up and to the right consistently. I always tell people if they're thinking about buying Bitcoin, think about it as a 5-year plus investment. It's up and down day to day, week to week. You don't want to be trading this on short time frames. It's more of a buy and hold investment.
Okay, so maybe no flying saucers yet, but there's obviously a lot of interest and activity, a lot of work to better understand the asset by less experienced investors. What is Kraken doing to capitalize on all of this activity?
Sure. So, we support over 90 cryptocurrencies and over seven fiat assets. We're working on an NFT platform right now to give investors exposure to the burgeoning NFT market. We also offer futures contracts in countries outside of the United States. We offer margin trading outside of the United States. So we've got a bunch of features, super easy onboarding in the United States, ACH rails. It's just a few clicks to get started with as little as $10. So we're doing a lot to really try to bridge the educational gap for new users and get people more comfortable with cryptocurrency, since there's so much FUD out there. There's a lot of negative news. I think there are a lot of unfair attacks on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. And a big part of our job is just to educate people about the real merits of cryptocurrency, especially those who've been left out by the legacy financial system, and don't have another option.
And what about the merits of NFTs? Again, something a lot of people still don't understand. What kind of activity are you expecting to see in NFTs in particular next year?
We've seen a tremendous amount of activity recently around the NFTs that are related to various metaverses, basically virtual worlds. So anything regarding like land in a virtual world or items that exist in a virtual world, digital clothing that you can take across different virtual worlds, or they often represent proof of membership of a virtual club. We think this is just going to get to be a bigger and bigger thing, and we want to be in front of that for people.
What were your big takeaways from the crypto hearing on the Hill? It certainly is catching the eye of legislators, but there doesn't seem to be broad agreement about how it should be regulated.
This is a problem 10 years going in the United States. We're one of the last countries to really get it together here. There's so much uncertainty. If you talk to the regulator, there are some things that there isn't a regulatory regime available, to do it. There isn't a license, to do what we want to do. So I think a lot of people are actually going offshore to be able to do what they want to do. And that obviously, flies in the face of the objective, the public policy goals of these regulators, which is largely consumer protection. And, there's a two-tiered system here in the United States when it comes to the SEC. If you're wealthy, you get to do whatever you want. And if you're poor, you're very limited in the trading and investment decisions that you can make, regardless of your education. And so that's something we're really trying to change here. We're not against regulation at all. We're licensed all over the world. Very happy to work with regulators. It's about clarity, though, for us. There's a lot of people sitting on the sidelines just because they're not sure about it, and the uncertainty has a chilling effect on banking and across the board.
So I hope you'll humor us with a few more predictions, given that you're always so colorful. What are your top 3 predictions for the crypto market in 2022? Do we get to one Lambo then?
Maybe I should stop making predictions. I'm going to say the dollar's going to zero. I'm going to say you should start stocking up on gasoline and milk right now, probably. If you can prepay your healthcare bills and your tuition, you should probably do that now. Take on as much US dollar debt as you can, because there'll probably be a jubilee at some point. Interest rates are going negative, so don't hold your currency in dollars. Those are my predictions.
Jesse Powell, we'll have to catch up with you next year to see how those ring true. Thank you, as always, for joining us. Coming up, my next guest says there's